I love the youth theological initiative. I love the youth theological initiative.
Okay, plenary.
Okay.
My favorite plenary session is when we talked about how do you comprehend the Bible, like how do you use other people and use textual evidence, and think about what it means to you. How do you comprehend the Bible and the scripture is? And it opened my eyes and made me understand my Bible more.
The faculty workshops. So they all looked pretty darn cool to me. So I went to one about Jesus' representations in art throughout history, and it actually ended up being like exactly what I was interested in, and it was really applicable to the stuff that I'm trying to learn for like school and everything. So I don't know. I thoroughly enjoyed that class, and I actually took like 4 pages of notes, so that was good.
The Faith and Justice Contextuals have been a really powerful experience for me because these are issues that I know exist in my own country, but having conversations about them with people different from myself, with valuable perspectives that I would never get to access if I weren't at YTI, has really changed not only my perception of the powers and principalities that exist in our country, but what I can do to exercise my control over the environment I live in and really advocate for people who maybe don't have the power to advocate for themselves.
Okay. In our exploratory class, we learned so much about how people can be liberated through Christian teachings, and how Christianity can really provide a way to critique and to challenge different structures that oppress people.
Can I start? Okay. So what I like about the excursions that we go on, these trips that we take, is going out into the community and seeing all these different people, these different races, these different faiths, these different churches. Going out and seeing it, it's really eye-opening to a bunch of us. We get a lot. It answers a lot of questions for us, but it also raises a bunch of questions, like how can you take a certain group of people and categorize them a certain way until you've seen where they come from and like seen their struggle, and that's really helped me. Going out and seeing these different faiths, experiencing all these different struggles and beliefs, and trying to really understand where people that are very different from me, how they live and what they believe and why they believe what they believe. And it's been very helpful.
So what I like so much about this community is that everybody is passionate for something that they believe in, and it's not that we have a classroom time where we're discussing serious things and there's a frivolous time, but rather it's that any time and any discussion can become an intense, deep, theological and intellectual discussion. Really, we could be eating, chatting over dinner, and then suddenly talk about life and death, suddenly talk about different views of the death of Christ and resurrection of Christ, and just these questions and problems that shape us in everyday life, that rather than separating an intellectual life and a fun life, they're very much integrated. I also love how accepting, accommodating this community has been, especially for me as a person who has lived in China for 14 years. There has been a culture shock, yet it's also really fast to adjust here. And all I can say is I love this community.
I love the